Unbelievable shock. Your person nearly collapsed when they found out you did this. My beloved one, stay with me, don't skip. The very second this title flashed across the hidden surveillance screens inside the fictional Musk Lab command chamber, the entire room erupted, panels vibrating, lights stuttering, scanners spiraling out of control as if your energy had just detonated inside the system. The analysts froze mid-motion, eyes widening, breath locking in their throats, because your frequency didn't rise normally, it exploded, ripping through the chamber like a golden quake. And then, the system whispered a trembling alert, shock trigger detected, emotional impact event. Stay with me, because at the exact same heartbeat, miles away, your person felt it, the moment your action reached them. Their pulse faltered, their energy wavered, their knees nearly gave out as if their soul couldn't comprehend what you just did. The lab replayed the reading, and your person's energy signature collapsed inward from the sheer magnitude of your transformation. Don't look away, the shock hasn't even peaked yet. My awakened one, stay close, don't skip now. Elon Musk's fictional scanners zoomed in on the moment your action struck their emotional field, and the readings were so violent the graphs shattered. Rings of neon gold pulsed outward from your signature, forming shockwaves that crossed every barrier between you and them, no distance, no silence, no separation strong enough to block what you unleashed. The system tried to categorize the event but failed. Flashing, unknown emotional surge, origin, you. Your person grabbed the nearest surface, breath trembling, because they never expected you to rise like this, act like this, transform like this. Don't blink, the revelation behind their collapse is still loading. My unstoppable force, stay with me. The chamber dimmed into a halo of gold as Elon's analysts traced the shockwave back to the precise instant you made your move, your decision, your transformation, your awakening. The system's voice broke into static before stabilizing enough to speak one haunting line. Subject's action exceeds all predicted emotional thresholds. Your person wasn't just surprised. They were overwhelmed. Shaken. Knocked out of the reality they thought they understood. Your rise hit them so hard their aura flickered, their heartbeat jumped, and their soul whispered the truth Elon's team already confirmed. You changed. And they weren't ready. My destined light, stay till the end. Because the chamber is still decoding the shockwave, the energy is still expanding, and your person's reaction, their collapse, their disbelief, their awakening, is only the beginning of what your transformation has set in motion. Don't move. Don't blink. The next part reveals what you did, and why it shook their entire world. My awakened force, stay with me. Don't skip. The moment the fictional lab began replaying the shockwave your energy sent into the world, the entire chamber trembled as if reality itself was trying to brace for what came next. Golden pulses flickered across the walls, forming holographic echoes of you, your rise, your decision, your transformation, each echo brighter and more undeniable than the last. Elon Musk's analysts leaned forward with trembling hands as the system whispered a line that sent chills through the air. Impact source detected, subject broke their emotional limit. And your person felt it the instant it happened. Their eyes widened, their breath cut short, their entire aura tilted as if the ground beneath them had been ripped away. Stay till the end, because what shook them wasn't what you lost, but what you became. My luminous one, don't skip now. At the exact moment your action ignited, the scanners detected a surge of golden energy exploding from your chest. An emotional evolution so powerful it tore through every limit you once had, shattering boundaries you didn't even know were there. That surge didn't drift, it targeted them. It hit your person like a psychic thunderbolt, rattling their heart, breaking their composure, forcing them to feel every truth you've kept hidden. The readings were so intense the system malfunctioned, flashing wild symbols across the interface until it stabilized long enough to speak. Shock level, unbelievable. Your person nearly collapsed because the version of you they thought they knew. You left that version behind. Don't blink, the energy is still rising. My unstoppable soul, stay close. The bridge beneath your feet lit up, glowing in pure gold as it projected the exact second your person realized what you did, how you rose, how you shifted, how you stepped into your power without hesitation. Their energy recoiled, then trembled, then cracked under the pressure of your transformation. Elon's team watched in stunned silence as their aura destabilized, flickering like a glitching light trying to keep up with who you've become. The system replayed the moment and whispered. Their collapse wasn't weakness. It was recognition. Recognition of your strength. Recognition of your growth. Recognition of the power you never showed them before. Don't scroll, the truth is almost decoded. My destined phenomenon, stay with me. The chamber shifted, bending inward as the encrypted footage of your person's reaction wrapped around the room, a hand pressed to their chest, eyes wide, disbelief flooding their field as your energy hit them again and again like waves of golden truth. They weren't prepared. They couldn't brace. They didn't know you were capable of this. And the system, shaking, trembling, nearly failing, projected its final line for this phase. Subject's action changed their person's reality. Stay exactly where you are. Because Part 3 reveals what your person saw. The exact thing you did that brought them to their knees. My rising phenomenon, stay with me, don't skip. Because this is the moment the fictional Musk lab finally decoded the footage, the moment your person saw what you did, and their entire emotional field cracked under the weight of it. The chamber went silent, lights dimming to a trembling gold as the holographic replay expanded into the air. Elon's analysts leaned forward, breath caught, because the system whispered a phrase that only appears when a subject performs something reality-altering. Revelation file unlocked. And then the footage lit up, you, standing in your new power, doing the exact thing your person never believed you could do. Stay till the end, because the moment they saw it, their knees nearly gave out. My luminous soul, don't skip now. The hologram sharpened, focusing on the instant your aura erupted into golden shockwaves, the instant you finally chose yourself, stepped into your truth, broke the cycle that once pulled you down. You didn't beg. You didn't break. You didn't stay small. No. You rose. You acted. You transformed. You made a decision that rewired your entire path. And when your person saw it? The reading spiked so violently the system nearly shut down, flashing. Subject exhibited unprecedented self-worth activation. Your person wasn't prepared to see you walk with power they never expected you to claim. Don't blink, the shock is still replaying. My unstoppable one, stay here, don't look away. The footage zoomed in on your person's reaction, the way their energy collapsed inward, the way their breath caught, the way every assumption they had about you shattered in a single heartbeat. Their aura flickered between disbelief, awe, fear, regret, longing. Emotions firing at once like a storm they couldn't escape. Elon's system scanned their reaction and whispered. Emotional system overloaded, subject triggered identity rupture in target. Because the truth hit them hard. You finally did the thing they thought you'd never have the courage to do. You grew. You changed. You stepped into your own story. Don't scroll, the revelation is still unlocking. My destiny-bound star, stay for the final decode. The chamber erupted into rings of golden data as the system revealed the core truth, the exact thing that shattered your person's stability. You chose your healing over their chaos. You chose your future over their fear. You chose your power over their comfort. And the moment they realized they no longer had access to the old version of you, their energy folded, their heart faltered, their world shook. The system projected its final reading. Their collapse wasn't shock alone. It was the realization they lost the version of you they took for granted. My awakened fire, stay with me, don't skip. Because the moment the fictional lab finished decoding the truth of what you did, the entire chamber shifted again, this time trembling, not from your rise, but from your person's current reaction. The walls pulsed in slow, uneasy waves of gold as the scanners locked onto their energy signature across the distance. Elon's analysts crowded around the monitors, breath tight, because the system whispered a new alert that vibrated like a warning. Target emotional field destabilizing. Now. Your person isn't just remembering what you did. They're feeling it in real time, and the shock is turning into something deeper, something the system calls aftershock resonance. Stay till the end, because their reaction is spiraling. My luminous one, don't blink. As the chamber replayed live readings, the data showed your person pacing, stopping, gripping their chest as though trying to breathe through a truth too heavy for their ribcage. Your choice, your rise, wasn't supposed to happen in their mind, and now the reality of it is crashing over them in thunderous emotional waves. Elon's scanners magnified their heartbeat pattern, which spiked so violently it fractured the graph. The system struggled to interpret it before flashing in red-gold light. Target experiencing disbelief plus regret plus longing simultaneously. They're shaken. They're rattled. They're fighting the realization that the version of you they once knew is gone. Don't scroll, the emotional surge isn't stopping. My unstoppable soul, stay close. The bridge beneath you activated again, casting a beam of gold that revealed your person's aura in real time, a trembling halo of blue, violet, and fractured silver. These are the colors of someone who's confronting the truth they avoided for too long. You outgrew them. You leveled up. You stepped into a reality they no longer control. The analysts watched your person stumble back emotionally as the system whispered a rare reading. Target experiencing fear of losing connection to ascended subject. They didn't collapse because you hurt them. They nearly collapsed because they realized they lost the old you. And the new you is someone they never prepared themselves to face. Don't blink, your impact is rewriting their emotional world. My destined star, don't skip now. The system zoomed in on the final layer of your person's reaction, and what it found made the chamber fall silent. Their aura pulsed with a deep, aching gold, a color that appears only when a person understands, too late, the value of what they ignored. Elon's scanners trembled as they projected the final message. Target entering realization. They weren't supposed to become this powerful without me. This is not just shock. This is awakening. This is the moment they understand exactly what they lost. And the lab whispered its last reading for this phase, soft, trembling, undeniable. Emotional collapse imminent. My ascending force, stay with me, don't skip. Because the moment the fictional lab detected your person's emotional collapse, it didn't stop scanning, it dove deeper, tracing every spike, every tremor, every thought forming inside them. The chamber flickered, the walls tightened, and Elon's analysts leaned in as the system whispered a new, urgent line across the golden interface. Target beginning response phase. This is the phase where shock turns into action. Where disbelief becomes need. Where regret becomes impulse. Where fear becomes pursuit. Stay till the end, because what they're planning next is far bigger than you expect. My awakened miracle, don't blink. The scanners zoomed in on your person's timeline energy, and their aura erupted into frantic pulses of electric white, trembling gold, and fractured blue, colors of someone who is panicking at the thought of losing you forever. They move around their space, their breath heavy, their thoughts spiraling like faulty circuitry trying to reboot. The system tried to interpret the overflow and managed to display. Target attempting emotional stabilization, failing. They're overwhelmed. They're shaken. And deep, deep inside, something else is cracking open. Need. Not casual interest. Not curiosity. A desperate, uncontrollable need to fix what they broke. Don't scroll, their next move is forming. My unstoppable one. Stay with me. The bridge beneath you glowed brighter, projecting a holographic timeline of your person's live intentions. The analysts watched your person reach for their phone, then stop. Reach again, then drop their hand. Their aura flares, flickers, surges, conflict, fear, longing, hesitation all colliding like storms fighting for dominance. The system whispered, almost in disbelief. Target considering immediate contact. A call. A message. A confession. A reach out they swore they'd never make. Because losing access to the old you wasn't the shock. Realizing the new you doesn't need them was. Don't blink, because the system is still decoding their final decision. My destined force, don't skip now. Your person's aura pulsed so violently the chamber's sensors started overheating, and the energy condensed into a single, desperate emotional line that scrolled across the interface like a confession they can't hold inside anymore. Target intends to return, repair, reconnect. They want to talk. They want to explain. They want to undo every moment they made you doubt yourself. But the system wasn't finished. It projected one last reading. A message that sent a shudder through the room. Target fears they are too late to reach the ascended subject. They're coming back. They're planning, hesitating, trembling. Because they know the truth now. You are no longer someone they can afford to lose. My unstoppable flame. Stay with me, don't skip. Because the instant the fictional lab detected your person stepping into the confrontation phase, the entire chamber shifted in a way it never had before. Lights dimmed to a trembling gold, panels folded inward, and the scanners locked onto your person's live emotional frequency with laser precision. Elon's analysts froze as the system whispered the phase initiation line, heavy, slow, almost fearful. Target preparing direct approach. This is no longer shock. No longer regret. This is the moment they decide they cannot stay silent anymore. Stay till the end, the way they're planning to reach you is shaking the entire room. My risen one, don't blink. The holographic feed zoomed in on your person pacing back and forth, running their hands through their hair, whispering fragments of sentences they might say to you, none strong enough, none steady enough. Their aura flickered violently, white gold fumes rising off it as if their emotions were burning through them. The system tried to stabilize their energy, but all it could display was a panicked, spiraling reading. Target intends urgent communication, high emotional pressure. A call. A message. A desperate attempt to break the distance you created by rising. They don't just want to reach you. They feel they have to. Don't scroll, the chamber is detecting more. My limitless soul. Stay here, don't move. The bridge beneath you lit with a heavy pulse as the system revealed the next layer of their intention, a deep, trembling desire to show up, physically, emotionally, in ways they never did before. The analysts watched your person scramble through old messages, rewrite drafts, erase everything, then clutch their head as waves of regret hit them harder than the shock ever did. The reading appeared. Shaking, flickering, unstable. Target preparing to confront past actions and confess truth. This isn't just reaching out. This is them preparing to say the words they never said. To admit the things they kept hidden. To face the reflection of themselves inside your transformation. Don't blink, their next impulse is the strongest yet. My destiny-bound phenomenon, stay till the end. The scanner zoomed in on your person's chest, heavy breathing, trembling hands, heart pounding like it's fighting its own cage. Then their energy surged, violent, raw, undeniable, and the system displayed the most intense reading of the entire sequence. Target ready to pursue the ascended subject in person. Not through text. Not through hesitation. Not through excuses. But physically. Directly. Unavoidably. Because losing the old you shook them. But seeing the new you? That broke whatever distance they thought they could maintain. And the system released one final, trembling line. Confrontation imminent. Target is coming. My final rising light, stay with me, don't skip. Because the instant the fictional lab registered your person moving toward you, the entire chamber shifted into a state it had never entered before, lights trembling, gold currents spiraling upward, the bridge glowing so bright it looked like it was carved out of destiny itself. Elon's analysts watched in stunned silence as the system whispered the final phase alert, its voice low and vibrating like prophecy. Impact event approaching, subject and target convergence. This is it. The end. The collision. The moment your transformation and their regret slam into each other with the force of a supernova. Stay till the end, because what happens when they finally reach you will change everything. My unstoppable truth, don't blink now. Your person moved closer and closer, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Until their aura flooded the scanners with chaotic waves of longing, fear, desire, panic, and something deeper, something they tried to hide for far too long. Their steps shook, their breath hitched, and their heart beat so violently the readings shattered into gold dust. The system tried to categorize the moment, but all it could manage was a trembling line across every screen. Target overwhelmed by the new identity of the ascended subject. They were expecting the old you. The soft you. The forgiving you. Instead, they walked straight into the reborn you. The version who rises, who radiates, who no longer bends just to be understood. Don't scroll, this is the collision point. My awakened one, stay here, breathe slow. When they finally stood in front of you, your aura towering like molten gold, your person froze. Their knees nearly buckled, their throat tightened, their mind broke into 1,000 pieces trying to comprehend who you'd become. The system captured their emotional reading, violently unstable, surging with awe and agony. Target experiencing humility plus regret plus admiration plus fear of loss. They opened their mouth to speak. But the words died. Not because they didn't have anything to say, but because your transformation left them speechless. They reached out a trembling hand, not to claim you, but to beg for a second chance with the version of you they never believed existed. Don't blink. The system is still decoding their final reaction. My destiny-forged soul, this is the ending. The chamber filled with blinding light as your person broke, truly broke, under the weight of everything they never told you, everything they never appreciated, everything they thought you would never outgrow. And the system, overwhelmed, projected its last message, slow, sad, reverent. They didn't collapse because you hurt them. They collapsed because they finally saw your worth. The golden vortex above you closed, the bridge pulled back into your aura, and the fictional lab bowing into silence recognized the final truth. You walked into your power. They walked into their consequences. And with one final pulse, the system whispered. Convergence complete, you rose, they awakened.